Your whole life, you've been set up to fail at losing fat. And honestly, it makes me so furious. Like, I remember in year 9, where I was honestly at the most miserable state in my life, where I was bullied, dealing with a parent's divorce, and just fucking miserable. I hated myself. I was 20 kilos overweight at the time, and honestly, it was because I would go to school, I would see what everyone else is eating, and it's junk food. It's purely shit. And then you'd go home, and then what was I fed? I was fed cookies and noodles. I fucking loved those foods, but how bad were they for me? They caused me to comfort eat. All of my emotions, the negative emotions, they would just go away when I was eating those foods. And you know what those foods would do? Make me feel worse about myself. The emotions would come back an hour later, and nothing would get fixed. All I would do was continuing to get fat, get fatter, continue to indulge in emotional just distress. Like I would feel so bad about myself, I would binge eat, and then I'd feel worse about myself, and it's just a fucking cycle of where I'd now go to school and I get bullied because of it. And it's just like, oh, to cope from the bullying, now what happens? Now I binge eat again. It's just a brutal cycle of never ending fucking just shit. And it doesn't help that society treats fat as, oh, it's okay, you're healthy at any size. Bullshit. Life is so much worse when you're overweight. Anyway, a lot of my suffering was just because I was fed a poor diet. Imagine a society where the food we eat isn't chemically fucked, where it isn't full of calories, where it isn't literally engineered to make us crave more. Like, there's a hormone that sends signals to you to stop eating because you're full. When you eat the processed food, when you eat the shit that is sold at supermarkets, guess what? That hunger hormone basically turns off, and then you just keep eating because you can. The hunger hormone isn't being sent to you right now. And then that's usually when you feel just like that bloated, that fat feel. Even though if you were eating normal food, you would actually be able to tell that, oh, I'm getting full now. Like, now imagine waking up in the morning, you feel refreshed. You wake up energized and you feel ready to smash the day. You look in the mirror, you like what you see staring back at you. And you're feeling confident in yourself and your ability to actually get shit done. And you're just being able to feel worthy in your own skin and just comfortable. And that you're worthy of just achieving whatever you want. You're actually worthy of it. You can go out and achieve your dream physique because you can. This is the type of future that can happen to you if you undo the effects that the modern world fucking has on you. The first point I wanted to make is that the modern diet is actually fucking so bad for you. But first, I want to explain something about survival. We have evolved from apes, and our bodies are still like acting in survival. Like thousands of years ago, currently we have a need for social validation to be accepted. Why? Why do we have things like that? Because we have evolved to need that for survival. Because if we weren't accepted by our tribe years ago, thousands of years ago, what happens to us? So say we're excluded from our little hunting tribe and now we're just by ourselves. We are so much more likely to now suffer and die because we were excluded from the group. Because again, humans are so much stronger together. We can delegate roles. One person could be hunting, one person could be foraging. We could match skills dedicated to what people are actually good at. And of course, if you aren't with the tribe, you wouldn't reproduce. So there's the two evolutionary mechanisms, survival and reproduction. That's why we do a lot of the things that we do. And now since we have like this evolutionary mechanism, we want to be like everyone else. We want to do what everyone else is doing. And now the modern day, what everyone else is doing is so fucking bad for you. It becomes effortless to do the wrong thing that your body just disagrees with. Because if everyone else is eating processed junk shit, that is just absolutely disrupts your body's hormones, everything, makes you fat. makes you miserable. If everyone else is doing it, why not me? They're doing it. I don't want to be excluded. I don't want to die. So let's do what they're doing. And on top of this, processed garbage, the things we eat, is pushed to us by our governments, by marketing, by authority, by everyone is just pushing us to eat this type of diet. And then having our family on top of this, just feeding us this our entire lives. It's like, of course, now we've we've adapted to eat a certain way. And now our bodies are just adapted to eating shit food. When now we don't even realize the capabilities of our body if we were to fix our diet. And again, what I said earlier about companies making food, like literally there are scientists that have their entire job to make the food as addictive and tasty as possible. They literally, their entire purpose is to make food addictive to you, to work on your fucking hormones and the way that you keep coming back to food. Like, imagine how negative of an existence that is, though. Your entire goal is to make people fat. Your entire goal is to make people addicted to food. That's, honestly, I feel a little bit bad for them when that is their entire mission. But anyway, the main culprit is, again, the company's greed. Because if you sell more products, sell more food, your food's more addictive, people buy more food, wow, now what happens? You make more profit. It's all fucking greedy companies that just want to make more money. That's the same with the drug industry as well. When doctors are recommending so many more drugs, just so much shit that if we just ate healthy, if we just did basic fundamental healthy shit, if we managed our thoughts, if we managed our diet, slept right, got some sunlight, 90% of this drug shit wouldn't be needed. And then we'd be able to fix our lives. It's just, like, combine what I just said with getting, like, social need and going out, having fun with your friends, meeting new people, working on a purpose. Doing all that would solve 99% of health problems. But doctors and anything like that, they don't tell you to do that. What do they tell you to do? Shut up, take this drug, and you'll be fine. When that just perpetuates more problems in your life because you're now relying on drugs to fix a problem when you could fix it yourself. Again, you're not fixing the underlying reason behind the pain, you're fixing the symptom. Why would you want to treat the symptom instead of treating the underlying problem? Now, the next point I want to make is to undo programming, to undo society's programming on you. As children, again, we're grown up with all of this information being told by us. Again, the bullshit of healthy in any size, or other just bullshit that's being implanted into us. And now we live our lives with those beliefs in the back of our mind, and it's just hampering what we actually could be. Our end capability as humans are being limited because of this type of shit. It's just like we'd be so much more capable if fucking companies weren't so fucking greedy. Like, this is a topic for an essay or something, Jesus Christ, on how to fix fucking modern day. This is beyond my scope. This is for far more intelligent people. I just know that it pisses me off, and you need to be aware of this type of shit. And then there's a few statements growing up, like, oh, it's just genetics, or you're naturally big boned, you naturally have a slow metabolism, or our whole family's like this, so it's just the way it is. And now imagine a family member, a parent telling you that you're just naturally fat. Oh wow, thanks. So now you have the identity, you now see yourself as this fucking type of person that struggles to put on weight. And now you're perpetuating a negative identity and you're making life harder for yourself. And then there's the belief that fat loss is equivalent to suffering. To lose fat, you have to suffer. If you aren't starving yourself and fasting 24/7, then you're not really losing weight. And you're fucking lazy ass if you're not doing that. You have to starve yourself. Go to the extremes. Well, imagine how unhealthy telling people like this is going to have on their self-image and just their ability to get what needs to be done. Or the statement that fat loss is just about willpower. If you didn't lose fat, you're just You're just weak. Your willpower's just weak. You're pathetic. It's all you. You're the reason. When they don't take into account the multitude of other factors it could be, your environment, your upbringing, the way you are. There's so many different factors at play that actually affects this, not just your willpower or that extra frustrating statement. If I mess up once, I'm a failure. I ate a donut once. Guess I failed. Better binge on some pizza now. Better keep binging over and over, day in, day out, because I failed once. That's all or nothing thinking, and that isn't going to get you anywhere. I don't know where this belief started that if you fail once, actually maybe it's down to the school system, because if we fail in class, we're negatively affected by our parents, which are no failing's bad. You need to do good in your tests, and then we're grown up just thinking if we fail at anything, then we're failures. When that's not how reality works. If we fail in something, that's a necessity. How many times Thomas Edison with fucking making the light bulb, how many times did he fail? More than 1,000 times. Failing over and over again. Imagine if he gave up. Imagine if he had the mindset of, oh, I failed one time, so I'm going to give up. Yeah, so you're not a failure if you mess up once. Just get that in the back of your head. Then there's the final point of you haven't been taught things that you need to know. There are life skills like being introspective and understanding yourself. As gay as that may sound, you aren't taught how to actually control your emotions. Basic things, basic mindsets, basic things that all people should be able to do. We aren't told how to control our emotions. We aren't told to fucking meditate and things like this. We aren't told to journal out our feelings, that if we feel a certain way, we should do this. We're just told to what? Fucking as men what? Bottle up your emotions and keep moving forward. When literally the most healthy thing you could do is maybe journal out your thoughts, have a conversation with someone about it. I know some people might be just in the back of their head, wow, you're pretty gay, you're pretty weak. Like some people right now, they probably have the thoughts that, oh, you're a bit of a bitch, just keep going. It isn't that deep. You don't need a fucking journal like a little bitch or anything like that. When you've just been basically controlled and manipulated your whole life to think a certain way. You're so biased to believe a certain point that your ego won't accept any other way of doing things. Even though the objectively more healthy thing to do is to process your emotions, sit with your emotions, allow your brain to think, and not to just drown it out with working hard or alcohol or doing other shit. I know it's revolutionary advice. Process your emotions. And that's this standard alone. Processing your emotions and allowing your body to feel things. And not just telling yourself, oh, I'm a bad person because I thought these things. You aren't told essential stuff like this. We aren't told basic communication skills. We are either figure it out or you're excluded from the group and now you're fucking miserable and now you're bullied. We don't have a dedicated fucking social skills, how to get along well with people, how to have intelligent, deep conversations. Or we aren't told how to succeed at and get what we want. We don't have a fucking class on goal setting. Go watch my last video. It paints a massive picture of how to actually set proper goals. It's fucking essential for any young man wanting to better his life. And yeah, we aren't even told how to set goals or even do the most basic shit. And it's just I wonder why so many men live mediocre lives that they're not happy with. Because we aren't told what we need to be told. We have the government, marketing, companies against us. We have family unknowingly giving us shit advice. We have all of this surrounding us, our environment just making life so much harder. And we wonder why we've been fat our whole lives and we struggle to control our emotions and to do all of this. No fucking wonder. What I just told you, like being introspective, understanding yourself, controlling your emotions, controlling your inner world, thinking good thoughts, setting goals, having good social skills, communication skills. These are the type of things that are essential to living a good life. And yet, there's no mention of it anywhere. Also, I do have a free Discord community down in the description. Check that out. I am offering free calls to help you out with your current action step, what you currently need to do. I'm just hopping on calls and helping people out for free. So join in the description. So yeah, that is the video over. I do appreciate you watching. Join the Discord community. Make sure to like and subscribe. It does help me out a lot. And yeah, thanks. Bye.